Hello, my friends. I am excited to talk to you guys today about math. Math, I know. I don't create math. I don't like to create math. I have been trying to find the perfect math for a very long time, and I think I finally found the absolute perfect math for our homeschool, and it is Apologia's Math, Exploring Creation with Mathematics. I'm so excited to finally find the right math for us. This has been a hunt for me because I've only been able to find bits and pieces of what I like about math in all the different curriculum we've tried, and we have tried a ton of them. So we are going into our 9th year homeschooling. So we've seriously been through all of the maths that are out there, and I've not found the perfect one. And I think you know what I mean when I'm trying to find the perfect curriculum, right? That there's always something left out, that it might be really great at this, but not so great at this. So what I look for in a math curriculum is I absolutely need it to be hands-on, especially for those elementary years. As they get older, that's not quite as important to me because when you're starting to do pre-algebra and all of that, they are able to do that with just a good book or a good online curriculum or all of that. But for the little ones, for the elementary age kids, I really, really want them to be hands-on. I also want the lessons to be short. If we are dragging this out for forever, it's not gonna stick. They're gonna get bored. They're gonna not pay attention anymore. I also want it to have an easy parent guide and a really good workbook, a physical workbook for the kids. So that is everything I've been able to find in Apologia's Math, and I'm so excited to go inside of it with you guys, to show it off, and just to dig a little bit deeper into all of those reasons of why I love this math so much. So obviously Apologia is known for their science. So math is something that I was not expecting to see from them, and they've had it for a few years. They just came out with their 3rd level. So they have levels 1, 2, and 3. So those do kind of correlate with 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. And so unfortunately, my second kiddo is going into 4th grade next year. So we have been able to use a little bit of level 3 with him over the past couple of months since I've had my hands on this curriculum, and it has helped him so much. We've done some of the hands-on stuff. We've done some of the lessons and pieces that aren't in his current curriculum that he was using to just really give him that extra step in math and give him that hands-on that he really, really needed. So I'm really excited because I still have 2 more kiddos I need to homeschool who are not of homeschool age yet. So I have this to use for them, and I am so excited to do that. So Apologia come out with like middle school curriculum faster than the current rate so that I can use it with my older kids. I beg of you, please do that. I totally get it. Cranking out curriculum takes time. It takes so much time to make sure you get an amazing quality product like this. You can't just crank that stuff out super duper fast. So let's dig into it. First things first is the schedule. I wanted to talk about schedule with you guys because when it comes to math, I don't want my kids doing math 5 days a week. I also don't want them doing math for a super long time every single day. Especially at this age, it needs to be short because if we are dragging these lessons on forever, they stop paying attention. They don't have that attention span. So having the shorter lessons, having stuff that's hands-on for them keeps their attention in the elementary years. So they do have a sample schedule for you guys in the beginning of all of the math curriculum. So you can go in and you can see exactly what they need to be doing every single day. It has a 4-day-a-week schedule. Yes, 4 days a week. I love 4 days a week for math because I really feel like that 5th day, they either just need a break or they just need to go out into the world and do field trips and all of that. So we really strive to do a 4-day homeschool week with all of our subjects in our home because sometimes we just need that day to relax, or sometimes we need that day to go on field trips, or we need that day to just go and be at the park with our friends. So I love that that's already laid out exactly like that in Apologia Math. It's also only 28 to 30 weeks. So this one is level 1. So in level 1, there's only 28 weeks of math, which is super duper appropriate for kids this age. That means if you need to, you can spread it out even further. So let's say you don't get to math 4 days that week. You only get to math 3 days that week. You have, 8 extra weeks if you're doing a 36-week school year to get those lessons done. You have so much more time. And that's something I love, that grace period, to be able to get the rest of those lessons done. So if you can only do 2 or 3 lessons a week because you have amazing field trip opportunities, you can take those without feeling guilty, right? Or you can just take a day off just to be a family and not feel guilty about it. So I love that they have it laid out that way. In level 3, I believe it was the 30 weeks. Let me double check on that to make sure I'm not telling you the wrong thing. Yes, 30 weeks in level 3. So it's gonna give you guys that extra time so that you can have those extra weeks to fill in any time that you're not able to do the 4 days a week. But it gives you those sample schedules right in there so that you can say, yes, here's my sample schedule. I can fit this in my lesson planner all over the place within those 28 to 30 weeks, or even if you're doing 36 whole weeks, how are you gonna spread that out so that you can just very easily see how it would work with that 4-day-a-week math. So having sample schedules is always super helpful, right? Because it gives us a glimpse of what it can look like in our own homeschool. Now I want to show you guys the hands-on aspect. My kids absolutely loved doing multiplication battleship. So it has your battleship cards here, you guys. You can just take this right out of the book, and they color in for their battleships, and then they have to call out the multiplication facts. So they have to say 4 times 7, and then they have to figure out what that answer is in order to find the battleship, right? And so it helps them practice their multiplication facts. It helps them with just even calling that out was like something my kids had to kind of work at, because they had to remember to go vertical first and then horizontal. And so that was a whole other aspect of it for us too. They had so much fun. Even my 12-year-old was playing it with his little brother, and he had so much fun reviewing multiplication in that way and even helping his brother. Because my 12-year-old has his multiplication facts completely mastered, right? My 9-year-old does not have them completely mastered yet. And so he was able to help him in that way too. So it was really fun to see them play this together. If you guys go on my website, you can see a really cute picture of them playing, and like they're super enjoying themselves. You can see on their faces that they're having a really good time, because it was a completely candid picture. I wasn't like having them pose. I was just watching them and snapped a picture while they were playing. So they had so much fun. Another thing that I thought was really, really cute in here, just to give you guys another idea of some of the hands-on and what it looks like, is they have these cute little jars. And this is to work on rounding numbers. And you have to cut out these cute little fireflies and put them in the jar that they need to go in for rounding to the nearest 100. And I just thought that was adorable. That's the kind of stuff that my kids love doing. Super duper cute. So it has really simple hands-on stuff like that all ready for you inside of the teacher's guide. There's also other hands-on aspects to this as well. Let me open this up for you guys, because that's what is really great about the teacher guide too, is it's all in here for you with the teacher guide. I need it simple. I need it spelled out for me. I was not a math whiz growing up, so I felt a little underconfident teaching math in our homeschool. And so having it spelled out for me exactly what I need to say, exactly what my kids need to do, how I can help them, having that spelled out for me inside a teacher's guide is super duper important to me, because it helps me build that confidence as a homeschool mom to be like, we got this math thing, right? So it has everything you need in this teacher guide, so you can teach your kids super duper easily. So for this one, for Unit 3, for division, it tells you exactly what you need. So for Chapter 5, you need some M&Ms, some action figures or stuffed animals, some cupcake liners. It tells you exactly what you need in there as far as your supply list for that whole entire unit. It goes through, it gives you the answers to everything. So obviously, first grade, second grade, we're going to know these answers, right? But it still gives you those answers. So you don't even have to think. You can literally just go through and see what the correct answers are. It will show you what their pages look like inside of their workbook. So you're not trying to guess where it is. It shows you exactly what their page looks like and what the answer looks like on that page. It also will give you, let me turn to the right page. See, look inside of there. You can see exactly what it's going to look like when it's done, right? There's no guessing. It's going to show you exactly. So inside of the student workbook, that's the spiral bound one, is the student workbook. Inside of that, you are going to see pictures of what it's going to look like when you're doing these activities. So for one, it makes it super exciting for your kids because they're seeing these kids in the pictures do exactly what they're going to be doing in their home. And so it makes it easy, I think, as a parent to see those too. So I'm like, okay, this is what it's supposed to look like when we're doing it, right? I'm not trying to guess on that, but it has the kids excited too because they're like, this is what I'm making, this is what I'm doing. And so it has it all laid out for them. And it also, like, it shows you here the picture of what the page looks like inside of the parent guide so that you can see exactly what that tear out sheet would look like there as well. And it's giving you the kids too instructions on how to do this stuff. So you not only have instructions inside of the children's workbook, but you also have the instructions inside of the teacher guide as well. So you have it both places. You can make sure you know exactly what you're doing. Makes it super duper easy. Let me show you guys another couple pages just so you can see what the practice pages look like. And something else too that Apologia does that I really appreciate is it has review, and it has specific review for the kids to do every single lesson so that they can review past stuff before moving on to the new concept. And I really appreciate that in our home when when lessons are really built on mastery, which mastery is really great because kids are learning things and they're mastering it, but at the same time, if we're not reviewing, they forget it. So having this review is really, really huge so that we're building that retention so that the children aren't then forgetting it. They're remembering everything. Oh, here's a really fun one, 2-digit war. Look at that fun game. And it tells you exactly what you need to do, exactly what you need. It's all right there for you. Makes it super easy as a mom to organize these lessons. I love it. And it's just so fun and colorful, right? It has the colors, but it's not so much that it's distracting to your kiddos while they're doing their work. So here is a good example of just a workbook page. Here you go. Greater than, less than. Super easy, super short, simple, to the point, but enough practice for them to make sure that they know what they're doing before moving on. And then, of course, there's going to be games that go with it, right? So after that is a game, getting that hands-on component. So your children are getting auditory, right? They're having you as the parent tell them what they need to be doing. They're getting visual. They're seeing how something is played or doing their worksheet and seeing how it's done on the worksheet. And they're getting that kinesthetic. They're doing the hands-on practice that they need. So it really is so well-rounded for a math program. And that's what gets me so excited. It's well-rounded. It has all of those aspects that they need to really master math as a young child, because it can be really hard if you only have a few of those aspects. Having all of them is what really, really makes the difference. It uses some of our favorite manipulatives. So there's like the tens blocks and the ones blocks. So just, simple manipulatives you can find online. How cute. A tally chart. I love it. Super simple illustrations, making it fun, making it easy. It just is super duper well done. Let me try to find a few more pages for you guys to check it out. This is one we're wanting to do with M&Ms. I just bought my son some M&Ms to do some simple I believe it was division work with M&Ms. Oh, cute. Robot, color the robot. This one here I'm showing you guys inside of is level 1. Cute, cute robot. Follow the directions, color the robot. Super, super simple. Let me show you guys a little bit inside of the other 2 volumes just so you can see what it looks like. Oh, here's some money. So important to learn money. I hope you guys aren't hearing too many of the rumbles. We are having quite the thunderstorm right now. So this is the time I allotted for making this video. So hopefully it's not rumbling too much on your guys' end. So cute. Measuring Legos. Hello. Easy peasy. My kids would love that. Let me find another couple for you guys just to see inside of. Oh, how fun. Learning the 3D shapes. Awesome. Let me show you inside level 3 so you can see a little bit inside of this student workbook for level 3. Flip through. We've got some more of the hundreds, tens, ones blocks. Love using those blocks in our homeschool. Oh, here, this was the one I wanted to do, was the equal groups, I think it was. That I was like, ooh, M&Ms, we're doing that activity. So it has been a lot of fun to make sure I'm filling those gaps at the end of his year with this before we're moving on to 4th grade. Because, like I said, it covers a lot of stuff the math that we were currently using does not. So it's been really, really great to have this. And to really get to see inside of it, using it with him, and it really is making me look forward. I still have 2 years before I get to use it with my daughter, so I'm like anxiously awaiting to be able to use it with her in our homeschool. Let me find one more page for you guys. Here we go. Pattern blocks. Love using pattern blocks. So to learn the different fractions, using those pattern blocks is humongous. So that gives you a little bit inside of level 3 as well. Very, very little sneak peek. I know you can find even more samples on their website. I'm gonna have a link for my full review for you guys down in the description, so you can make sure to check that out. I believe they have a sale going on. There is a giveaway through July 31st, 2021. All inside of my post. You wanna make sure to go in there and see it. So Apologia is not only science, it is an amazing math curriculum as well. Check out Exploring Creation with Mathematics because, guys, I'm serious. I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait to use it with my daughter when she is ready to move to level 1. And I'm gonna make sure it's nice and protected until then so that it is just waiting for her in mint condition because I cannot wait to use this with her. We have been looking far and wide to find the best math curriculum out there, and I think I finally found it. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of Exploring Creation with Mathematics, and if you're as excited as I am because I finally found like the perfect math curriculum that has everything I could ever want in a math. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you were able to see a little bit inside of Apologia's math so that you can get an idea if you think it'll be great for your homeschool as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.